I just got done running, baby. I was running from Threezy, Greasy, Oogly, Moogly, Solomon, Galligan. Girl, this nigga tried to get me and catch me up, bitch. Ooh, just imagine if you had sleep paralysis and you woke up and this motherfucker was standing over you with a sheet trying to smother you or something, trying to abduct you. Just imagine how those kids in Aurora, Colorado felt at Black Forest, high school or junior high, middle school down there. Just imagine how they felt. And this nigga ran up on those cheering with white powder on his face, mouth leaning to the side, looking like a cockroach that been under the oven 35 years, wrapped up in mummy thread. Now, this nigga that ran up on them cheering and scared everybody. The cheering was hollering, stranger, danger. I'm surprised they wasn't hollering Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Oz, some kind of doctor to come and work on this nigga, head to toe. Now, I'm confused at what was going on. Now, he ran up onto the playground where the kids were playing and having a great time. And I'm so glad that they have these training sessions and say no to strangers and avoid strangers and got the kids on one accord in these schools. I'm glad they're teaching them that when they see something, say something. You know what I'm saying? Because most kids, they get paralyzed and they get scared, which I would have gotten paralyzed, bitch. That's a motherfucking monster, in my Nicki Minaj voice. But Solomon Galligan was drunk, reeked of alcohol, and ran on the playground, tried to abduct one of the kids, had a sheet already in tote just to collect the kid. Now, he tripped over the sheet as he was running after the kid, and the kid managed to get away and alert some of the adults that was, around, some of the teachers, the faculty, the staff. I mean, you got to watch all areas because the teachers are doing stuff to the kids too. Lord Jesus, the kids is not safe. But he got away, and then Solomon ran off to, his cave. That's the only way I can see that bat lady is living in a motherfucking cave, hanging upside down, eating goddamn motherfucking avocados and mangoes during the day and running amok over the city during the night. Gotham City, bitch. But anyway, this nigga ran off. Obviously, he is mangled and tangled. With that mouth, who you gonna munch on with that mouth? Because everybody running from him. Everybody. Grown, adults, adolescents, toddlers, dogs, cats, rats, and bats is running from this nigga. And that's masquerading as a human being. But anyway, we digress. And so he ran to the Walgreens or the Rite Aid. The niggas always in a drugstore drinking cough syrup somewhere up under a cabinet. They always up in there, you know what I'm saying? Dragging sheets and towels and book bags and luggages and all that kind of shit in a Rite Aid. You could find them at a Walgreens, a Rite Aid, and a CVS pharmacy. You could find cracky. Drug addict, cokehead, methamphetamine, dolamine, all the Eladines, adrenaline, all they end up for the leans. They in those stores for the lean, so you can always find one up in those stores. But in there at the pharmacy, talking about he needs to go to the doctor. Then try to go to the doctor before you abducted somebody's child and try to go sodomite and sodomize and bite on and lick on somebody else's child. But you have to go to the doctor all of a sudden. Somebody attacked you and you have to go to the doctor when the police was alerted. And it was a parent at the Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS pharmacy that saw this nigga there and decided, this is the person that they described was at the playground trying to abduct a child, and they called. And the police arrived and took the nigga to the hospital. The nurses was afraid to touch the niggas because everybody had hazmat suits on because they didn't know what it was. They didn't know to call the scientists or whatever. They called astronauts to see what the fuck, why did they leave this motherfucking alien on Earth? They was calling everybody. They even dug up, what's the nigga name? Albert Einstein. They dug the nigga up to see the formula of H2130 to see what the fuck is this on Earth. What is this? But nonetheless, they had a record on Solomon Galligan. And his record pulled up that he was already a pedophile. He was already in the system, pedophilian and everything. He was already running amok over the kindergartners and things. And he was a repeat sex offender, repeating the shit. Hadn't got the help that he needed. Ain't went to no social worker. Ain't accepted nobody. Just running around here, white powder on your face, teeth just knocked out all the way to the side. Look like you just chew on fences all night. Jesus be a fence all around that mouth every day. Look like he just eat fences and drink out of garbage cans all day and all night. I ain't went to seek that medical help that he needs just to stop going and fucking with other people's kids. Now, if y'all don't goddamn it throw the motherfucking hammers, the nails, the gavel, the books at judge, do your big one at this nigga. Now, we don't need to be terrified all day and every day to take out to have our kids on a playground and at school, and terrified walking down the streets, and terrified in our own jobs and in public because maniacs refuse to help for their sickness and things of that nature. Now, we can make excuses for some things, but some things we can't even fathom to make excuses. But I would be terrified if you ran up on that motherfucker in a dark ass alley. I'm gonna beat him upside the head with a bag of motherfucking canned goods, ho. I ain't gonna ask no questions, because that's what he looked like he been beat up with. I'm gonna continue the job, okay? But anyway, y'all go look at this story. Protect the kids. Watch out for the kids. This is unfortunate on all levels. Let's protect the kids. Solomon, Gallagher, get that motherfucker. Y'all get that motherfucker behind cell block ED. If y'all ain't scared to go in his motherfucking cell, bitch. Cause that mother, he gonna be hanging upside down by his toes and feet and stuff like that, and covered up in a sheet like a bat and all that. But if y'all ain't scared to go up in there and do y'all big one, go on do y'all big one and stuff like that. Y'all go check the story out in Aurora, Colorado. I don't know what's going on. Ever more news. Y'all done stressed me out because I've been running from this nigga all my life. I've had to fight.